Good morning, and once again, welcome back to the Vape Rooms. It is a top Tuesday today, so that does mean quite a few things. Well, with it being a Tuesday, does mean that you graced the presence of your local vape connoisseur in the garston store today. That would be me. But yes, I'm in garston today to help you with any of your vaping needs, be it big or small. I'm here until 7. But yes, that also does mean our West Derby store is open exact same times for the exact same purposes. But it does not contain a local vape connoisseur. I mean, he works in West Derby a lot, but he don't live there. But you know, same thing. But either way, it is the sidekick to practically the whole Marvel series. He has a baby form as well. But yeah, that would be Groot himself. Yes, he's in our West Derby store today to help you on the northern side, and I'm here to help you on the southern side of Merseyside. So practically, if you're on this side of the water, you are covered. But there's quite a few things to talk about. There's a thank you and an apology. There is also a few news topics as well, so it might be a little bit of a longer video today. I do apologise if I do end up taking quite up a bit of your time, but it did need to be said. So we'll start off with a big thank you. So for our walk for heroes, obviously it's been happening for the past couple of weeks now. The walk begins on the 23rd and it does end on, the 23rd of March, should I say, and it does end on the 6th of April. So they're practically gone for pretty much 2 weeks. But yeah, Paul, Sean, Colin, Dave are all doing this wonderful walk. Well, I say wonderful walk. It's 180 plus miles. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's like Glasgow to Inverness or Inverness to Glasgow. Either way, it's going to be a very, very long walk, but it's for a great cause. It's to give a well-needed donation to the Fisher House and Help for Heroes. So, great walk for a great cause. But yeah, that's happening. Had a bit of a dry throat there. But yeah, that's happening. And yeah, it was just a big thank you because we did set an original goal and we have done pretty much so well that we've basically extended the target a little bit. So we put it a little bit further up because a lot of people are being very generous. A lot of people have got big hearts. A lot of people are very understanding of their situations. So, do you know what? Thank you very much. To anyone who's donated or who was even thinking about donating, and I may be waiting for that paycheck to come in. As always, it can happen to the best of us. Thank you ever so much. It is greatly appreciated. Every single bit of money that we have taken on the Just Giving link, and as well as in both our stores, will be donated to Fisher Price and Help for Heroes. But yeah, it was just a big thank you to all the guys who have donated. Because you know what, you deserve it. You deserve it. You've got big hearts. And you deserve some praise, some appreciation. On another note, I did say that there was an apology. I mean, it's nothing too serious. I say it's nothing too serious, but it's not really. It's nothing that no one's done. It's just the nature of the beast, really. But yes, I did say in previous video, yesterday's video, that it is Magic Monday's restock day. Now, it would usually be, don't get me wrong, but due to unforeseen circumstances, aka a lot of things, the storm Dennis approaching, we just got over Storm Kira as well. They have done some damage to a few wholesalers, so they took a little break to sort of amend the premises, essentially. So that was a thing. And another thing, this is the main problem. This is the main problem at the minute. Coronavirus. Now, I know a lot of people sort of like to crack jokes out about it and stuff like that, and the severity of it, it's getting there, to be quite honest. There's news articles about it streaming through at the minute. The most recent one I read was that it's airborne. There's been an extension practically on already kind of strict. I wouldn't go calling it a martial law, but it's very similar to such. Essentially, you're pretty much encouraged to stay indoors. You're not really supposed to leave your house, sort of thing. But there has been an extension on that sort of encouragement. And the government in China have basically stopped people going to work. So as a prime example, like vape capital for like stuff like Geek Vape, Vupoo, so on and so forth, Shenzhen in China is pretty much vaping capital on the eastern side of the world. And obviously because they can't go to work, there has been quite a considerable amount of delays. AKA, even in stuff that you wouldn't think would happen. So as a prime example, the Geek Vape, they can't deliver out to wholesalers or shops. Vupoo, Vandy Vape, all those well-known companies have basically been delayed by government word, essentially. But it's not just that, it's all the small stuff that no one ever really seems to think about. So as a prime example, like bottle companies, so strange enough to think, but that's the ghost of Christmas past walking in. But essentially, bottle companies, so basically small or large companies that make bottles for e-liquids, even to the point where because they have to be contaminant free, they actually can't go back to work until this is all blown over. So even the small stuff like the bottles that your e-liquids are in, they have got a delay as well. So obviously they're still getting shipments out, but it's very bare minimal. I do believe I've seen the date, the 22nd, floating around quite a bit. So I believe that's when what they're kind of hoping to be back into normal schedule. But even then, for the next couple of weeks over, because they've been delayed for so long, I imagine it's just playing catch up at that point. So, an apology for previous video. I did think that stock was coming in today. Not today, tomorrow. It isn't. There is a possibility of it arriving on Friday. But as always, from all the Vape Room's team, we do apologise if the delivery delays have caused any inconvenience for you, because it's got to a point now where it's kind of out of our control. We're trying to do the best we can. Obviously, we're getting smaller restocks at the minute just because there's not all that much out there at the present moment. But also, there are delays because obviously they can't go back to work. So there's very, very small amounts of shipments happening, very sporadic time intervals. So at the minute, it is a little bit slow. And from every one of us here, we will apologise for that. But we are trying the best we can. And that doesn't necessarily mean that we're not going to have anything new or anything special for you at all in any of our stores today. Because we've still got quite a lot. So join us today at the Vape Rooms. Grab yourself something amazing. Grab yourself a coffee as well. Our coffee's amazing. I made it. Yeah, no, I'm not that confident. I like coffee, don't get me wrong. I like coffee, so I like to make sure it's brewed well. But yes, coffee is freshly brewed. I've got my fridge filled to the brim with iced tea, iced coffee, Monster, and then I do have the water machine with a fresh giant bottle of water in there. So if you're not a lover of coffee, hot brew, or even the cold version, or even if you don't like your carbonated drinks, that's not a problem. We've got you covered with lovely, lovely filtered H2O. Good stuff. But yeah, it was just a small video. It's now going on for about 8 minutes now. But yeah, it was just essentially a breakdown of what's been happening as of recent over in China and how it affects pretty much everything. Like, as a prime example, a news article came out this morning essentially saying that it's not just, as a prime example, selective businesses, aka stuff like vape shops, so on and so forth. The in general market is kind of now getting affected because it's dragged out for so long, which is a bit of a shame. But yeah, I'll leave it at that for now. But yeah, thank you very much for your understanding. Thank you very much to all the donations given to the Walk for Heroes 2020 cause. And hopefully you are all having a wonderful day. I hope to see you today. If not, not a problem. But if I am seeing you today, thank you very much for hopping in. And until then, as always, I'll catch you on the other side.